Governor Kotek says the #1 problem in Portland, and therefore the #1 priority, is fentanyl and the, quote, criminal elements who are now poisoning our city.
We want to make it uncomfortable for people to be selling fentanyl in the central city.
Governor Tina Kotek calls the problem both a public health and public safety issue, one that requires immediate action.
The goal is to make it very clear to the folks, the frankly organized crime that is happening to sell on the streets, that there will be more people watching, more detective work, more ability to see where things are getting sold and going after those folks.
And after their second meeting, members of the Kotek-led Central City Task Force say they're on board.
Fentanyl is the #1 thing that comes up in conversations that we're having with people right now. And so action being taken is welcome news from that whole group.
So the governor is bringing in the state police to boost the local approach with a focus on dealers and traffickers and to upgrade the strategy.
It's not about for lack of a better term, beat cops, more uniforms on the street. It's about the resources that the state police can bring to the issue with detective work, working with the U.S. Attorney, working with both the Sheriff's Office and PPB.
Over a drug that keeps exploding. So far this year, state police alone have seized 62 pounds of fentanyl powder and nearly 250,000 fentanyl pills. The governor adding she's committed to ramping up resources and treatment for people in the throes of crisis and addiction.
And I'm not happy with the lack of system integration that's happening on the substance abuse and substance use recovery system, and we have work to do there.
Well, you heard it there. We have work to do. Alma, while the governor's announcement is making a lot of headlines, it also seems pretty short on specifics. Why is that?
Well, David, the governor acknowledged a lot of the details are purposefully vague. That's so they don't show their hand and tip off the criminals. By the way, the governor says she's also setting the stage to make changes to some laws during the short session next year. For example, one change could allow Portland to enforce its new ban on public drug use, which until then is on pause.